Welcome back, everybody. So before we begin to finalize this rig, we need to create what are called IK chains to control the legs. Now, if our legs had knees, the IK chain would allow us to pick up one object and move it, and then the leg would bend at the knee. But it also helps to sort of pin the feet to the ground so that when you move the hip, the feet don't go down below the ground. So we're going to create an IK system for each leg. So find that under Skeleton, create IK handle, and let's bring up its options. And we're going to create a single IK chain solver. And notice that the tool is active, so we're going to zoom in a little bit and click on the top of the leg bone. And then click on the bottom of the leg bone, and you can see now we have this handle. And let's do the same for the other one. Activate the tool again. Click on the top, click on the bottom, and now we have two IK handles that should be in our outliner. Right here. There's one, there's the other one. And now that we have these IK handles created, we need to parent the feet or constrain the feet to them. So we have to do this in a specific order. Let's select the foot, and then let's select the IK handle. You can do that in the outliner by holding down Control. And then let's go to Constraint, Parent. And then let's do the same thing with the other one. Constraint, Parent. And now you'll see that when we select one of our foot controllers and move it, the foot and the leg moves with it. Now let's constrain the rest of these bones. Let's start up at the top with the ears. Okay, so we always select the control object first, and then the bone we're going to constrain to, and we want to come up to Constraint and bring up the Parent options. Make sure Maintain Offset is selected, and go ahead and click Add. And then let's do this one. And let's check that. Let's just continue doing this. Select the control object first, and then the bone. And then test it out. Do the head now. Do the spine. And then let's do the hip, which will be constrained to the root bone. And I may have to select that one using the outliner here. I used Control. So I selected the hip controller, and then I selected the root bone by doing that, holding down Control and clicking on that. Constrain parent. And let's test this out. And that should just be, as you can see how the legs move with that, and that is what we want. We want, the hips and the legs to kind of do that. That's what the IK chain does for us. All right, so let's name these IK handles before we do anything else. We didn't really do that. This is the left IK handle, so I'm going to say IK leg L. And name this one IK leg R. And then we need to parent these two leg controllers to the global controller. So select them both and then hold down Shift, or Shift select them both along with the global controller and hit P on the keyboard. So that now when we move the global controller, everything should come with it. And that is exactly what we want. Now let's see what happens when we scale the global controller. Not quite what we want. All right, so we are now done with our control rig for the most part. And in the next video, we will bind the skin to the bones, and then we'll clean up our rig a little bit. And then in the final video, we'll begin to paint weights. And I'll see you then.